Imagine going to a party where no one gets drunk. No fights, no dancing on tables, no regrets the next morning. People are holding drinks, relaxing, talking, but alcohol isn't really doing the work. It sounds like science fiction. But according to scientists, this future may be much closer than we think. Alcohol is quietly losing. Here's something most people don't notice. Adults today drink significantly less alcohol than previous generations. Sociologists have observed this shift across multiple countries. Millennials, roughly those born between the early 1980s and late 1990s, broke the pattern. They drink less, smoke less, exercise more, and care more about long-term health. And this isn't just one country. The same trend appears in Eastern Europe, Western Europe, and the United States. For alcohol producers, this wasn't good news, so the industry adapted. The rise of alcohol without alcohol. When demand changes, markets respond. That's how non-alcoholic beer, wine, and spirits began flooding shelves. Officially, a beverage is considered non-alcoholic or low alcohol if it contains between 0.05 and 1.2% alcohol. In most cases, alcohol is removed after production. Beer and wine usually go through one of three processes. They are heated until alcohol evaporates, filtered through membranes that trap alcohol molecules, or processed using vacuum distillation. Vacuum distillation became the industry standard, and it's been around longer than most people think. 100-year-old technology. In 1908, winemaker Carl Jung pioneered vacuum distillation. The idea is simple. Alcohol normally evaporates at around 78 degrees Celsius, but under vacuum, it evaporates at just 27 degrees. That means alcohol can be removed without destroying flavor. For beer and wine, the problem was mostly solved. But strong alcohol created a new challenge. How do you make whiskey without whiskey? Fake spirits that taste real. The market for alcohol-free spirits is now growing rapidly. Some companies recreate gin by infusing herbs into water or grain spirit, then removing alcohol through distillation. Others went further. One brand introduced the world's first non-alcoholic whiskey, originally designed for people who avoid alcohol for religious reasons. Later came alcohol-free rum, tequila, and vodka, but flavor alone wasn't enough, because people don't drink only for taste. They drink for the effect. Why alcohol feels the way it does. Alcohol affects the brain by interacting with GABA receptors. GABA is the brain's main inhibitory neurotransmitter. When alcohol activates these receptors, we feel relaxed, calmer, and less anxious. But alcohol doesn't target one receptor, it hits all of them at once. That's why relaxation can turn into poor judgment, loss of coordination, and eventually poisoning. This lack of precision is the real danger. And one scientist thought he could fix that. British neuroscientist David Nutt took a different approach. Instead of removing alcohol, he tried to replace it. He developed a synthetic compound designed to activate only one specific GABA receptor in the brain. The result is a molecule that produces relaxation and light euphoria without intoxication, addiction, or hangovers. Unlike alcohol, it cannot push the brain into dangerous states. According to Nutt, this compound could be up to 100 times safer than ethanol. The downside? The taste isn't great, but flavors can fix that. The real obstacle is approval. Why you're still drinking alcohol? The molecule hasn't completed all safety testing yet, but behavior experiments already show something interesting. In 2020, researchers from the University of Bristol ran an online study with 800 regular drinkers. Participants entered a simulated bar. When non-alcoholic options made up a large part of the menu, 49% chose them. When the selection was limited, only 26% did. The conclusion was simple. People don't avoid alcohol-free drinks because they want alcohol. They avoid them because there are fewer alternatives. Drinking without drunkenness. So the secret to drinking without getting drunk isn't self-control. It's chemistry, choice, and design. As safer alternatives improve, alcohol may slowly lose its central role. One day, having a drink might no longer mean intoxication at all, just relaxation, without the cost.